Hello, this is Debbie Emerson, and I would like to welcome you to the first presentation of mini meditations to mitigate the madness, finding the space to be in the midst of chaos. This is October 2020, and I've been thinking about doing something like this for a while. Just wanted to contribute something um, to the world that may be helpful for helping us to flow through these challenging times we're in right now. So, for the first uh, meditation, I just wanted to teach some of the basic tools that I've been using for the past 30 years and that I've taught, hundreds of people. And I and they have always found them so helpful. So, I'm going to be talking about some of these foundational tools that I'll be using in future meditations. And even though I will, go over these tools briefly in each meditation as we practice the meditation and work through the energy, I just thought it would be good to present them in this first of the series. So these are psychic meditation tools that will help you to find and own your energetic space. So the first tool that I always teach is grounding. And grounding helps you to strengthen your connection to the earth. It helps you to release foreign energies. It helps to stabilize your energy. And it reduces your ability to be programmed by outside forces or outside energies, outside influences, or, the collective consciousness of humanity, however you want to look at that. So I created this presentation so you could go back through it as a reminder if you'd like, but let's go ahead and practice these tools as I present them. So find yourself a quiet place. Please don't do this while you're driving. And just sit comfortably straight with your back comfortably straight and your feet flat on the floor. And I just like to rest my hands in my lap with my palms facing up so the energy can flow through a little more easily. And I always like to start by just giving myself a couple of nice deep breaths and just focusing on my breathing, just being aware of that air flowing in and out of the lungs. And as I do so, I usually try to say hello to my body and thank my body for the great job it does, even though I may sometimes not take the greatest care of it or neglect it. And then go ahead and put your attention on that area near the base of your spine where your root chakra is. And of course, your root chakra is the chakra that roots us, connects us to the earth. It has a lot of other functions also. It has all of our survival information in it. But the way we're going to connect with this today is we're going to strengthen that connection of the earth by using the image of a grounding. And you can play around with different images, but I think the simplest way or the simplest image for most people is just to imagine you're sitting on a nice, big, comfortable tree stump. And that tree stump or that tree trunk extends all the way down into the very center of the earth, simply and easily, right down into the center of the earth. Those roots just anchor it in. And as that tree trunk is anchoring itself into the center of the earth, it's just going to begin to help you to release any foreign energy, anything that's not yours, any thoughts, feelings, emotions, anything that doesn't belong to you. It's just going to simply and easily begin to find its way down the grounding cord. So just take a moment to breathe and notice as that begins to happen. And you don't have to do anything. There's no effort. When you're using these spiritual tools, it's just an intention and it happens. Just a thought. So don't make it difficult. Let it be easy. And reminding yourself to breathe. So, the second tool, so grounding connects you to the earth. It helps you to release what's not you. And after you release all of these energies that you've been carrying around for who knows how long, you create more space in your energetic field. And since most of us have heard that concept that nature abhors a vacuum, we want to replace that uh, space, fill that space in with our own energy. Otherwise, another energy will find its way into that space. And so, a simple way to do that is to imagine a big golden sun above your head. And this isn't a hot, burning sun, it's just a comfortable, golden, glowing sun. And that sphere, that is actually a space that exists above your head, about arm's length, is going to magnetize or attract or call back your energy from wherever you've left it. Because as spirit, in spirit, we can be anywhere and in any time. And so, whatever we think of, a part of us goes there. If we think about somebody we know, part of us goes there. If we, oftentimes we spend time in different spaces, our office or our homes or our cars or traveling around doing errands. And oftentimes we leave a little bit of our energy where we go. A friend of mine, a visual that she uses is it's kind of like stepping in paint, and then you leave paint prints everywhere you go. So just know that this gold sun is going to again easily and effortlessly call back your energy from wherever it is, from the past, the future, the astral planes where we go at night when our body is resting, and just get a sense of how big that gold sun's getting. We leave our energy, more of our energy around oftentimes than we realize. And then you're just simply going to imagine you can imagine reaching up and bringing that gold sun in and through your body, just letting it flow all the way down, flowing into your crown and flowing all the way down through your body from head to toe. And it continues to flow, filling up all the layers of your aura around your body. And just let it flow until you feel like you're completely filled up with your own energy. So that's the replenishing piece. Grounding, releasing, and replenishing your energy. And sometimes when you're feeling tired, you might just need to take a moment to bring in a gold sun. Maybe ground for a few moments. Sometimes when we carry around a lot of foreign energy, it causes us to feel tired too, because the only energy that works in our space is our energy. So this also is going to help you to create better and stronger energetic boundaries, which makes for better interactions with other people and better and healthier relationships all the way around, because it gives each person the space to be. So the third tool that I'm going to talk about is being in the center of your head. And again, as I'm talking, keep your eyes closed, just keep that grounding cord in place and just keep allowing that energy to release. So the center of your head is roughly in the center of your head. And the way I like to help people find that or get a sense of where that is you can do this with your hands. You can take and put, your pointer finger on your forehead, like right around the base of your nose there, between your eyebrows, and then place your fingers of the other hand at the back of your head and imagine a line of energy or a bright light flowing from finger to finger. And then move your fingers to where you're touching either temple on either side of your head. And again, imagine a bright light flowing from finger to finger. And where those lines intersect is the center of your head. And this is an energetic space that exists in the middle of your physical brain, but it's an energetic space. And as an energetic space, it can be expanded. And as you spend more and more time there, you'll find that you'll begin to occupy that space more and more. So when you're in the center of your head, it's a very neutral space. And you can be in the center of your head and you can observe from a place of neutrality. When we're in other parts of our body or other chakras, oftentimes we tend to get emotionally involved with things that are going on around us. So when you find yourself getting sucked into drama and that's going on in the world or in other people's lives, if you just simply bring your awareness up into the center of your head, you're going to be less sucked into it. You're still going to be aware of it, but you're not going to be as involved with it. And this is also a sanctuary. This is, and it's kind of like the driver's seat or the captain's wheel on a ship. This space is for you. And so the more that you go into the center of your head space, the more you're going to move out foreign energies that may be affecting that space. And the more you're going to begin to occupy it and own it. And you can play around with this in your everyday life. In fact, all of these tools are meant to be used in your everyday life. It's nice to sit down and spend some time setting them up in the morning or evening or any time during the day that works for you. You know, even for 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to find that it's going to make a big difference. And as you go through your day, if you find yourself getting, all caught up in things, you might want to ask yourself, where am I? Or am I in the center of my head? And if not, move your attention up into the center of your head and notice, is there a difference in how you're perceiving things, how you're reacting or experiencing things? So again, this is another very powerful tool that I think you'll find helpful. So the fourth piece of this style of meditation is running earth energy. And so a simple way to kind of identify where those feet chakras are, where we're going to bring the earth energy up into, is just begin to put your attention from the center of your head on the arches of your feet. This is where your feet chakras are located in your physical body. And also about the center of your head, you can be aware of anything from the center of your head. And also the more time you spend at the center of your head, the more you're going to be able to be aware of energetics, of spirit. And the more your psychic abilities will begin to turn on as you're in the center of your head and you release the foreign energies that have been covering up or clouding over your spiritual or psychic abilities. So, and again, this doesn't take effort. Just decide you're going to open up those feet chakras. Just choice. It's just a choice. Open those feet chakras. And then close them all the way down. Open them and close them. Open them and close them a couple times, 2 or 3 or 4 times, until you get a sense or some sort of sensation. You might feel a physical sensation as you're opening and closing those feet chakras. And you might not, but they're there. And then we're going to go ahead and just notice that deep within the earth, and you want to go down about 5,000 feet or so. So you're way below, any of the surface, anything that's going on the surface. And just decide you're going to locate a beautiful, nice, pure, clean source of earth energy. You might see it as a golden color, or you might see it as different colors. Doesn't matter. However you see it is how you see it. There's no right and wrong here. And then you're going to invite that energy up to flow up through the earth. And again, this doesn't really take any time. There's no time and space and spirit. And this energy is going to flow up in 2 streams and flow into each of those feet chakras. And that energy is just going to swirl around and kind of clean out those feet chakras. And then it's going to continue flowing up through the center of the legs where you have channels or earth energy channels. Those channels are going to go right up through the center of your calves, behind your knees, through the center of your thighs. And those earth energy channels are connected to your root chakra. So that energy is going to flow into that root chakra and down your grounding cord. And this is going to create a nice circuit of energy and another connection um, between the earth and your physical body. It's also going to help to clear out more foreign energy out of your space. And it's also going to free up your creative energy so that you can have more of your energy to create with. So give yourself a couple of nice deep breaths and just take a moment or two to experience this earth energy flowing through these leg channels. All right, so the next piece of this process is running cosmic energy. So from the center of your head, go ahead and put your attention on the top of your head where your crown chakra sits. And again, just through intention, you're going to go ahead and open up that crown chakra all the way. Close it down all the way. Open and close it several times so you get a sense of where that crown chakra is. And you may again have a sense of a physical sensation along with this, or you may not. And then you're going to decide you're going to close down that crown chakra to about 7 to 10% open. And I think I forgot to mention that with the feet chakras. You could start with opening them up to bring in that earth energy about 7 to 10%. And you can play around with that as you practice these tools. So let's start with opening that crown chakra 7 to 10%. And then you're just going to decide you're going to be aware of the edge of the universe. And from the edge of the universe, you're going to notice that there's a beautiful source of cosmic energy. And you're going to invite this cosmic energy to flow down in a nice column of energy. And it's going to flow into the back of that crown chakra. And it's going to continue down the back of your head where there's 4 channels. And as those channels reach the cervical vertebrae 7, they're going to split. So you're going to have 2 channels flowing along either side of your spine along your back. And those channels go all the way down and connect in with the root chakra. And when that cosmic energy gets down to the root chakra, you're going to let about 15% of that cosmic energy go down the grounding cord. And you're going to pick up about 15% of that earth energy that's flowing into the root chakra. And then there's a pumping action in the sacral area. And that pumping action is going to pump that mixture of earth and cosmic energy, 85% cosmic, 15% earth energy up the front channels. And along the front of your body, there's 1 channel on either side of the spine, kind of in front of the body. And that mixture of earth and cosmic energy is going to flow up those channels. And as it does, those channels are also connected into each of the chakras. So the energy not only flows up the channels, but it flows into each chakra as it moves up the front of the body, clearing, cleansing, and balancing, and rejuvenating those chakras until it flows all the way up and out the crown in a beautiful fountain of energy. And that energy is also going to flow from the throat chakra. There's a connection from the throat chakra into channels that move across the shoulders or underneath the skin, down the center of the arms and out the hands. And so just allow this energy to flow down the back channels, up the front, into each chakra, out the crown, across the shoulders, down the arms and out the hands. And as you practice these tools, you're grounding and releasing, you're running earth and cosmic energy, and you're moving all of this energy through your body. This earth and cosmic energy is freeing up lots and lots of your creative energies so that you can use it to create your life with. It's also moving out all kinds of foreign energy. And um, just want to mention that you don't have to worry about losing anything that's not you. You're never going to lose your own energy. The only thing that you're going to let go of is foreign energy, things that don't belong to you and things that don't work in your space. Um, so just go ahead and allow yourself to experience and enjoy this earth and cosmic energy running. So running the earth and cosmic energy helps you to clear foreign energies out of your space. Just kind of reiterating here. It frees up your creative energy so you can have more of your energy to create your space in your life, and allows you to be more of who you really are. Because what happens is, as you release foreign energy, and then you're going to continue to refill yourself, replenish yourself with that gold sun tool, you're bringing more and more of your information, more of your experience as a being, as a spiritual being, because obviously your only experience isn't this lifetime. So you have there's so much of you and the more you let go of what's not you, the more you're going to be able to bring in and access what is you, and the more you'll be able to be the truth of who you are, which is a very, very powerful, highly evolved spiritual being. So you are all that is, has been, and ever will be. As you practice these simple psychic tools, you'll become more of who you truly are. You'll begin to recognize when and how you're being influenced by foreign energies. And you'll begin to realize more and more that you are the creator of your universe. You have the power to choose what you allow into your energetic space and what you don't. You can choose to set stronger energetic boundaries and own your space. It's really just a choice. So before I forget, let's go ahead and collect up a gold sun, another gold sun. Just letting that gold sun fill up simply and easily and quickly. Things really happen quickly in spirit. All you have to do is decide it and it's done. We don't have to deal with time and space like we do in the physical world. And then bring that gold sun into your space, filling yourself up from head to toe. It's a good idea to, as I said, maybe sit down for a few minutes at some point in the day and set these tools up. It's also a good idea to replace your grounding cord. Let the old grounding cord go at least once a day, and then create a brand new one in present time. So each time you practice these tools, they're going to get stronger. Each time you create a grounding cord, it's going to get stronger and more capable, because you are becoming more capable, or you're uncovering your capacity and your power. So as these simple and powerful, all of these simple and powerful tools will help you to become more of who you are. And you'll begin to notice that you have greater awareness. You'll begin to notice that you're less influenced, less programmable, less easily controlled and affected by outside influences around you. You'll begin to be more and more able to read between the lines and discern the truth for yourself. There are universal truths, but for the most part, it's what's true for you. What is your truth? And that's something that's really important in the times we are living through and the world we are birthing in this transformational time on the earth. Your awareness will begin to expand, and your psychic senses will turn on more and more. And you will begin to step into and own the powerful being that you are. As you do all these things, you'll be creating your space to be more and more of who you truly are. You'll bring in your truth. your unique gifts and perspective more and more into the world. And the theme that I have in my membership group is uniqueness. I think, so often for most of our lives, actually, we're taught to just fit in, to be like somebody else, or to do things a certain way. But it's the uniqueness that we are. There's nobody exactly like us, and we each have an amazing gifts to contribute to the world. And now is the time to recognize that so that we can share those things. And you also begin to realize that you'll be able to practice being in the world, but not of it. So, that kind of, the more that we can be aware that we aren't our little selves, we aren't simply human, we're having a human experience, but we are powerful spiritual beings who chose to be here, by the way, even though it sometimes doesn't always feel that easy. So these are the foundation tools that I'll be sharing in the monthly meditations. And I will be guiding everybody through these tools in the beginning, and then we'll be working on different things, and I'll probably be adding some other tools. But I encourage you to practice these tools as often as you can, because they will make a difference in your life. I know when I first learned these tools, within a few short weeks, my life was never the same. So, and as I said earlier, bringing these tools into your everyday life is helpful. These aren't meant to be just for meditation. They're meant to be tools that you can use day in and day out as you go through your day. And of course, like anything, the more you practice, the easier they'll become. They'll become second nature. So next month, I'll be adding some additional tools that will assist you in these challenging times. And until then, live, love, laugh, and enjoy your life to its fullest. And there's also a few other things that I found helpful that I just thought I'd include in this presentation. So writing thank you notes to yourself and others. Sometimes we forget to acknowledge and thank ourselves. We need to thank ourselves and appreciate ourselves as much as we need to appreciate others. And thinking positive thoughts as much as we can. Appreciating and connecting with nature is very helpful. And doing your best to catch yourself when you're complaining, and then maybe try to think of at least 3 or more things that you're grateful for. And practicing gratitude has been so powerful for me. It can make you feel more alive. And I've noticed that the more I practice gratitude, the more I'm grateful for even the littlest things, the more, good and wonderful things come into my life. And it is an integral part of our well-being. Gratitude can change your life, and I certainly have experienced that. Gratitude, I like this quote from Amy Collette. Gratitude is a powerful catalyst for happiness. It's the spark that lights a fire of joy in your soul. So have a fabulous lunch, have a fabulous month. Thanks for joining me. And my website, if you want to check it out, if there's anything else that you would like to find out about me or what I offer, you can do so at www.debbieemerson.com. It's DeBiemerson. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful October.